This video guide gives an overview of how to use Goget Mobile. It shows you how to get your work onto a tablet, complete an inspection checklist, and upload your completed work. Once mobile has started, we identify ourselves by clicking on our name and then clicking OK. To move through the different parts of mobile, we use these panels. And to download our work for the day, we need to open the Office panel. We use these tabs to do a load to mobile and later an update to Office. To do a load, we click on the Load button. There is often a lot of information to be loaded onto the tablet, so this may take a little while. Once the load has completed, we clear this load confirmation by clicking OK. Our work for the day is now on the tablet, and we access it by opening the Schedule panel. The schedule displays the time the inspection is booked for, the consent number, the area the project is in, the type of inspection, and the address. The address field also displays notes that were made at the time of the inspection booking. The Print button gives us the option to print a hard copy of the day's schedule. Double-clicking a consent on the list opens the mobile panel and displays a number of tabs which gives us access to different consent details. The Information tab has details related to the project and the property. The Notes tab has notes that have been entered using Goget Office. How these notes are entered will be covered in one of the Goget Office guides. The Conditions tab has conditions specific to the consent that we have open. The Inspection tab is where we find the inspection checklist. I'm going to open the concrete slab checklist by double-clicking on it. The checklists you use are set up for your team's requirements and will most likely look different to what you see here. The content of the checklist may be different, but how you complete them will be the same, and that is by assigning each item with a pass, a fail, or a not applicable. For the first item on this checklist, I'm going to assign a pass by clicking on the Pass button. Depending on how your checklist is set up, you may be prompted with a standard response window, which gives you the option to select commonly used notes that are entered for each inspection type. We can use any number of the responses by ticking the checkboxes beside them. If we don't want to use any of the responses, we can just close the window by using this button. I want to use these responses, so we'll click OK. The notes we selected have now been pasted into the Notes area where they can be edited and added to. Once a status has been assigned to a checklist item, focus is passed on to the next item on the list, so you don't need to move backward and forward between the checklist and the status buttons. Once we have completed the checklist and added any required notes, we use the Time button to add the time spent to the inspection, click OK, and then click Save. To print a copy of the inspection result for a site contact, we click the Print button. This displays the site notice. We then click the print icon, which will display the available printers for you to print to. I don't need a printed copy of the site notice, so I'm just going to close this window. Once we have finished updating a consent, we return to the schedule. Here you can see that the inspection booking we were just working on has turned green, indicating that it has been completed. We can go back into a consent to edit our notes at any stage, as long as an update to Office has not been done. When we have completed our inspections for the day, all of the bookings in the schedule will have turned green and will be ready to do an update to Office. As you can see here, not all of the bookings have turned green, but this won't stop us from doing an update. When you're ready to do an update to Office and your tablet is sitting in a docking station or is connected wirelessly to your network, open the Office panel by clicking on the Office panel button. An update to Office can only be done if there's an active network connection. To confirm that your tablet is connected to the network, check the connection status here. To do an update, we click on the Update to Office tab and then click Update. A successful update is indicated by this confirmation window. After closing the confirmation window, you may notice a copy of the day's work stays on the tablet. This remains on the tablet until a new load to mobile is done. This concludes the introduction to Goget Mobile. please take the time to watch the other videos in the Goget series.